Now, from across the Tri-States, this is KHQA Sports.
They were the most radically improved team in all of Tri-State high school football last fall. But a 400% spike in the win column still didn't buy Fort Madison skipper Tony Schiffman the sense of satisfaction he was looking for this offseason. A lesson hard learned in the tough calculus of undertaking the Tri-State's toughest football rebuild.
We're still learning how to win, and that's something that you can't do that in a year. And that's the frustrating part for me, and that's what kind of as a head coach now, I've got to take a step back and focus more on the positive side of things and the things we did really, really well.
From going 0-9 to 4-5, then it's more expected this year for us to do better, and we're going to try to have a winning season.
Oh, it felt great to have, a couple wins on our record last year. We're shooting for more.
In making that next evolution, Tony Schiffman's Bloodhounds are dealing with a host of shifting personnel dynamics. Most notably, the graduation loss of a pair of signature offensive pieces in both Alex Gully and Chance Red Donald, who accounted for 25 total touchdowns between them a year ago. But even at that, Fort Madison's elevated point A for 2018 makes this feel like a program that has very much turned a very dark corner.
They're understanding the system better, so we don't have to take time to reinstall and reteach it. I mean, Lennon's got the offense down pat, and he's been a great job being a leader. And they're just we're just leaps and bounds ahead of where we were at last year.
Having multiple and cooperative fixes to problems at the ready is certainly evidence of that. For example, accounting for Alex Gully's absence in the backfield will be shouldered by both Diego Lozano's more brutish running style and a more formidable offensive line.
That's what makes me the running back, them.
It's definitely a different element, but he's no slouch. He can run the ball well, and he can put his head down and run you over too.
And the loss of one stellar wideout is now compensated for by a complement of pass catchers, as well as a quarterback who's certainly grown into the system.
Yeah, we got really good athletes. They can catch the ball. They can basically make my job a lot easier.
I mean, I've seen him throw some balls in practice that, he 60 yards on a rope. And so he's definitely got the arm for us.
But the biggest necessary fix comes in tightening the screws on a defense that gave up 37 points per game last fall.
You look at Sam and you look at Diego. What does that kind of nucleus do for the entirety of the defense?
They're leaders. They're both individual leaders, and they're both big guys. They both weigh over 210 pounds, which it's kind of unheard of. And they like tackling. They like being aggressive. They like getting to the football, and they like playing where they play, and so the other guys kind of feed off of that.
I think that we can take whatever's thrown at us. I think that different backers have different responsibilities, and it comes with a different set of intensity.
Now, on a little grander gridiron scale, one of the chief takeaways from Media Day at Western Illinois University today is just how rare and potentially fulfilling the quarterback-head coach dynamic will be at Hanson Field one more time this season. Here's Jet Beecham.
For 27 straight games, the Western Illinois offense has been led on the field by the same player. Senior Sean McGuire is entering his third full season as the Leathernecks quarterback, where he has guided Western Illinois to a 17-10 record in arguably the toughest conference in the FCS.
Sean has proven to win games, and win games when it matters. And that's what you want out of your quarterback. He's made every throw in the book. He's seen every defense. He knows how to get us in the best play at the right time and change protections and do all the things that you want.
And the two-time Missouri Valley Conference honorable mention has only gotten better over time, improving his statistics in multiple categories while leading the Leathernecks to 2 playoff trips in 3 years.
It's awesome to look back at that sometimes and just realize, how far you've really come as a player. Now the game, it definitely feels slower. I'm able to process, quicker and without thinking so much, and just a more comfortability level.
While McGuire has shown proficiency at his position, the focus has now shifted on improving in every other aspect of the offense.
To take another step, you've got to master that left tackle position. You've got to master that receiver position. You've got to master the running back position. And when you do that as a quarterback, it gives you such ownership in the full collective offense.
I want to win, and so if something breaks down or something, I want to be out there and be able to help in whatever way I can. So I've been trying to do that, trying to work, learn running backs, different techniques they have, obviously receivers, the little things like even depths of the route, every single one I've tried to memorize.
And his coach believes he'll have no problem answering that call.
There is no ceiling for Sean. He's going to be as good as he wants to be. And again, the thing that makes Sean great is he wants to be good. And he's got a desire to be the very best, and that competitive DNA and that winner DNA that you want in every quarterback.
And coming up tomorrow night at 6, the Barnstorm Tour goes to Titletown. We'll preview the defending state champs of Monroe City. We'll see you then.